Hey, this is Chris with TEXA, and today we are going to be doing a walkthrough of our new IDC6 truck software. So to start, we can click on truck, and we'll be brought to the home screen. So this will be your new home screen. From here, you'll be able to go into Diagnosis. That's the same selection as it was in IDC5. From here, you'll have the mileage and VIN check. So what this will allow you to do is scan the vehicle, see what VIN has been programmed to which module, and you'll also be able to see what mileage is tied to those modules as well. This way you can see if the truck's been pieced together. To the right side of that is the HD standard protocol. So this is one of the scans you can run if you're not exactly sure what's on board the vehicle. Over here is going to be the OBD standard protocol, and then we have the selection for the workshop. The next tab over is going to be our measurements tab, and then we can go to the right of that, which will be the utility programs, which we do have wiring diagrams. Now, one thing to note about this is the wiring diagrams are built into the program, so you don't need an internet connection to get to them. We do have our technical data sheets. So this will be any of the TSPs or proper procedures released. We have our measurement unit converter here, and then we also have customer management. Now, customer management is going to be where you're able to create your very own customer database. So every scan you do on a vehicle you can save, and every recording you can save as well. So that way you're able to view them. If you need to print them out, you can, or if you need to use them for troubleshooting processes, you can as well. So we have the exchange manager, and then we have the truck cable. So if you want to click on that, you can actually see here, we'll have the whole cable list. We'll have cables by brand, the cable cases, what their contents and what they're made of. And then we have the adapters as well. And then from there, we can go over to the support tab. So this is where you'll be able to see the My TEXA portal. And then we'll have iSupport. So what iSupport will allow you to do is submit a file in. Say if you want us to add something in, or if you see that something's not working, we can send a file directly to the engineers and hopefully get it resolved or added in. And then we do have the help and support here. So if you want to know where all our user manuals are, they're right here, as well as our diagnostic coverage list, they're here as well. So one cool thing that we've done here is we've added the ability to create your very own favorites page. So you can just go over here, hit add a favorite. From here, select what you want, and then hit save. So from here, you can hit save. And now that is going to be your new homepage. So every time you go into the truck software, this is where it's going to start at. That way it'll make it easier and a little bit quicker for you to get in and do exactly what you need to do. Now, one important thing I want to mention about IDC6 is we've added AI integration into the software. So basically what we've done there is we've tried to get as much information in front of you as we can as quick as possible, because we all know time is money and we want to diagnose the vehicle quickly and correctly. So from here, we're going to start to the first AI function. So we'll go over to TEXA AI Global Search. We can click that. And then from here, we can type in, so we'll do Mac region, and we can search that. So with this, you'll be able to search up what the Mac region is. It'll tell you consistencies of how to start it and what it consists of. You can also type in if you want trouble codes, and it'll give you breakdowns for that as well. So for here, it'll explain the region for you. If you want any more information, you can always click the blue hyperlink, and then it'll give you a full breakdown for this. Okay, so we'll move on to the next. So we're going to go right into diagnosis, and again, this is the same as IDC5. So we can click that, and for today, we're going to go into the heavy duty, but let me tell you a little bit on the left hand side right here. So you'll have your manual VIN identification here. We'll have customer management, and again, that's where all your saved recordings are going to be. You have your iSupport, and you'll also have special code. So what special code will do is it'll allow you to do certain calibrations and injector programming that require internet access. You'll be able to do them outside of internet access. So you'll have 5 times to do that. Once the 5 times have expired, all you have to do is just click it, hook to Wi-Fi or a hotspot, and then hit update, and you'll get 5 more. And then we'll also have our full diagnostic coverage list on the left-hand side as well. So for now, we're going to go into heavy duty. We're going to go into Freightliner, and for this one, we'll select Cummins. So we can start here. This will be the self-diagnosis tab. If you go over to left, you'll have the manual VIN again. You'll have your technical data sheets. So again, all your TSB proper procedures are going to be in here. For this one, we do have the wiring diagrams over here. And again, this is all built into the software, so you do not need an internet connection to select this. So we'll just go into one real quick so we can show you. So we'll see everything here. If you want to click on a component, you can view the card. And from there, you can see our breakdown on it, so it'll give you the information, the description, what it looks like, operating principles, it'll give you pinouts, ways to test it. It'll just give you a whole breakdown on what that sensor is, or what that component is. And the wiring diagram is fully interactive, so if you wanted to select a circuit, you could double tap it and see exactly where the flow of power is. So we're going to back out of that for now. We'll go back to self-diagnosis. So underneath that is going to be the pass-through. So RVCI, the multi-hub, is RP1210 capable, so if you needed to, you could use it as a pass-through as well. We do have the customer management again here. Underneath it's eye support, and then you have special code. So we'll go to the top of this page now. So if you look here, we'll have the TGS3 system scan. So basically this is going to be the global scan for your vehicle. It's recommended to be the first scan to do once you get the vehicle in. That way you can see what ECUs are on board, what variant they are, and if there's code present or not. Going over to the right, you'll have vehicle maintenance. So these are basically the hot functions that we have. So the vehicle maintenance will be any of your resets that you can do. You'll have adjustments in coding. So this will be the injector program. If you need to install a new VGT, you can as well. And this is also where you're going to be running the DPF regens and resets. And then to the right of that's going to be our activation tests. So these will be any of our bidirectionals, pretty much any of the tests we can run. Anything we can make move. This is where for example, this will be where your fan tests are going to be, your injector cutoffs. Those will be located in there. So another cool thing we've done here is if you look down here, you can actually see the start button, and then you can see the little video clip. You can click on the video clip, and we've actually added in the cable itself, where it's located, and a little video of where to find that. So with this, you can cut out the few minutes it's going to take for you to actually find the location of the connector. So, alright, so from here we're going to run the system scan so we can show you what it looks like. So any of these codes in red are active, and any of the codes in yellow are memorized codes. So from here, we're going to select one. And we'll go into here. So the AI info, basically what this is going to be doing is searching through our database. So this will tell you exactly what the code is. And then from here, if you want any more information, you can click on one of the links. And this is going to bring us into our troubleshooting. So an important thing to remember about this is it's not a Google search. You're not just searching the internet for this. This is from our database. So this will be from technician submissions, engineer submissions. This is all built within house. So from here you can see the diagnostic errors, the symptoms, causes, and the solutions. So it'll give you a whole troubleshooting breakdown on it. If we do have any type of resets or any calibrations, we can do that as well. So we can go in here, we can check the next one, and again, you'll have the breakdown of it, and then you can go down here for any more information. So another thing we've done with this is we've actually taken all this information and put it into a separate dashboard so you can interpret the data. So from here, we can go over here and you can actually click on it and see the location of the ECU, and if it's yellow you can select and see if it's got any codes on it. And then from here we can go to the next one, and then you'll have the 9-pin breakdown. So we'll save this right here so I can show you customer management afterwards. What we've also done with this is added in the wiring diagram, so we can actually click on this icon down here, select the engine, and it'll pop us to the wiring diagram itself, and it'll highlight the component that code is on. So to start this off, we're going to go into diesel injection. Just double tap. Hit confirm. So once you're connected into the system, this is the faults page is always going to be the first page it sends you to. From there, you can click on the TEXA AI tab, and then you'll have the fault code breakdown here. From there, you can select the hyperlink, and it'll take you to our troubleshooter. So you'll see the error, symptoms, and causes. Okay. So what we've done with this as well is we've actually tied the wiring diagram to that component, so we can click on it, click on the wiring diagram for it, and it'll actually bring you to that component. From there we can select it, hit card, hit component sheet, and it'll give you information, a description, what that component looks like, the operating principle, and it'll give you recommended checks and printouts for it. So we'll back out of this and let's go into live data. So one important thing to remember is regardless of what vehicle you connect into, be it car, truck, bike, off highway, it's always going to look the same regardless when you connect it. And you'll see live data, faults, the TEXA AI tab, ECU information, activations, and settings. So going into the live data here, we can click on what we have. If you want to double click it, you can go into here and see the accelerator pedal position. We've actually also tied this into the wiring diagram, so you can click on that, and from here it'll bring you to that component as well. That way you can actually see how it's active and ways to test it. So another thing we've added too, if you're not sure exactly what that parameter does, you can actually go down and click on the question mark icon, and it'll tell you exactly what it is, and it'll tell you the range that it should be within. So we do have a couple of ways to interpret this information as well too. We can actually go into the dashboard, and then from here we do have the injection system. So we have the injection system here. What we've done is integrated the wiring diagram into it. We can actually click on the wiring diagram button, select the engine on this vehicle, and then from here it'll bring us to that component, and that way you can check it and see how to test it. So we do have the injection system here, and then we have our DPF system as well as our SCR system. So another feature that we've added that I'd like to show you is the ability to filter out the live data. So you can go down here to where you see a little star and funnel. You can click on that. From here it'll give you the after treatment, electrical currents, all lamps, all mass flows. So you can go in here and search for that. If you want to go even farther, you can hit that little plus icon, and then from here you can select what you want. Now where this will come in handy is if you've got a vehicle with an intermittent issue, say the code keeps coming on and off, or you've got a intermittent misfire under acceleration, you can select what you want, hit the checkbox. From there you can actually hit the record button, and you can take the vehicle out on a run, try to recreate the situation in which the code was set. Once you come back in, it'll import all the data. Now one important thing to remember with that is you don't actually have to take the tablet with you. You could just take the VCI or multi-hub with you, and then when you get back in, it'll import everything into our software. And we'll be able to view it through live data or graphical analysis. So we'll back out real quick. So we'll go over to the next tab we have, and this will be the ECU info. So this will be everything about the truck. We go into our activations now. So this will be all our bidirectionals. So we can actually go in here, and if you're not sure what it's going to do, you can always go down and click on the question mark icon. And from here, it'll tell you exactly what the test is going to do. So from here, we'll start with the cylinder cutoff. Hit the play button. It'll give you a little brief preliminary information here. From here, you'll see where we're going to start with the initial conditions, and we can hit confirm. And we see all the cylinders here. So we can hit the number 1 cylinder. And now you can see it's shut off. You can actually see in the graphic where it's no longer firing. So we can hit the number 2 now. And we can see that's no longer firing. And then we go to 3, and so forth and so on. We can go through the entire range of cylinders and cut them off. So we can go back out here. So for next, we'll go into settings. So this will be where your regions are, the VGTs, your injector programming. That'll all be in here. So this is also where special code's going to be coming into play. You'll see these blue web locks. So that'll be a setting that requires an internet connection to proceed with. So for this one, you'll have 5 times of using these without internet connections. Once you exhaust that 5 times, all you have to do is just connect it back to a hotspot or Wi-Fi, hit update, and you'll get 5 more. So we'll go up, we'll go into the region, so we can show what the region looks like. And again, on any of these, if you're not sure what they do, you can hit the question mark and it will give you a whole breakdown on it. So let's go into the region. So you'll have your preliminary information here, and then from here we can go step by step. So we'll have our regen right here. You can see that it's ongoing. So again, with these, we've tied in our wiring diagrams. You can see the wiring diagram icon here. If you ever want to know what the component is or where the minimum maximum threshold should be, you can click on that and it'll tell you. So I'll snap you right to that component. From there, you can hit the card, component sheet, and it'll give you all the information that you need. So we'll back out. Alright, so we'll go back from there. So what I want to show you now is going to be the customer management. So we'll back out of system scan. So from here we can enter customer management. So we're going to put in the license plate number, hit next. You can enter in all the customer information here, hit save, and now we have it saved in customer management. So we can click there, click view, and then we'll click this icon. So that way we can view the report. So you'll have all the information here. Now, if you need to save this as a PDF to email it, you can hit print preview and then save the PDF, and then you'll have it in PDF form. So we can close out of this. One important thing to remember is if you ever navigate to the wrong menu, or if you go too far back, you can always hit the drop down button and select the last few vehicles that you're at. Click it and it'll snap right back to that vehicle. So we'll go back to the main menu now. Okay. So that concludes our walkthrough on the truck software. Thank you for watching.